Hello again, everyone. Welcome to another Yukon Bob video. We are on the road again this morning, heading towards Gravenhurst, Ontario. It's going to be a ride on the Muskoka Lakes system today, and I'm riding with the Seadoo Tours riding group. I've had some comments from people in the past asking how they can get involved with the Seadoo Tours riding group. I'm not one of the organizers of the group. I'm just a participant with the group. You have to contact them if you live in this area at Seadoo Tours, SeaDooTours.com, and there's a waiver to sign and stuff like that. I know this year they've limited the rides a little bit in terms of numbers because of COVID-19, but if you're interested in riding with them, SeaDooTours.com. Get a hold of them through that website. Cooler this morning. I brought the ski jacket along, which is how I started this season way back in May, and I've got it along again today because we're only maybe going to hit a high of 19 degrees today, and it'll be cooler than that on the water. So it's a layering kind of day. Dress up and we'll see how it is. Gravenhurst is a great launch. Should be there in about an hour's time from now, so we will see you guys at the boat launch. I'll give it to you in a sec. Yeah. Shit. Got it. Forgot to turn the camera off. You got a license for a Yamaha? Oh. That's the problem. So what I like to do when I first get to the location is start up the Seadoo to make sure it is actually running and that it is going to be okay. So just a little cruise around the bay to make sure everything is good. All the systems are good. We can get the Garmin turned on, although I don't use the Garmin all that much anymore. I use mostly the phone and the Navionics. But the Garmin is sort of just a backup. Fire it up, make sure it's working. Get all the guys assembled here at Gravenhurst on Lake Muskoka, and we will shortly be moving out on the water. All right, so the last time I was out with the Seadoo tour group, we had 8 people. Today it looks like there's going to be 8 riders as well. So that's not bad, that's kind of manageable. Takes a little while when you're refueling and things like that, but 8 isn't too bad. So we'll hopefully end with 8 again today. Well, it definitely feels like fall on the water. It's not even mid-September yet, but we've had an extremely hot summer in Ontario. Temperatures in, 35-degree range, sometimes 40. But it dropped real fast about a week ago, and temperatures now only hitting about 19 degrees for daytime highs. I think the low up here tonight is 7 degrees. So a little cooler, and of course it's cooler when you're on the water. So everybody's pretty dressed up today. I'm gonna try the bare toes for a little while. I brought a pair of socks. I may have to put them on later on inside those flip-flop things, but we'll see. They're not flip-flops, but whatever they are. Some people have got wool socks on, so we'll see how it is. There's Darth Vader, full face mask. Other people have got goggles on. The guys who've been riding longer seem to know what to wear. Yeah, it's a little choppier than we would like to see. And away they go. I think I'll wait a second and let the chop die down a bit. Get out on the outside. Well, these guys are moving today. We're cruising around about 50 miles an hour on the water out here, so there's only time just to hang on. Because if you're riding in the back of the pack, you're jumping a lot of waves of everybody else's turbulence. Anyway, we're just about at the end of Lake Muskoka, and there's a lock not too far ahead up here.
Freezing.
Art, let's see your feet.
Oh.
Yeah, Art's got bare toes like I do. I guess that's why all these little marker buoys are out here, just to give you an idea where the channel is through here. There's a cottage just tucked right away in the trees. Wow, there's a classical wooden boat. Take a look at that. Wow, that's beautiful. Ah, there's a nicely manicured property. Adirondack chairs up front. And on the dock. When I was here in the spring, there was a bunch of kids jumping off that dock and swimming off the dock, and I had a little chat with them about how the water was, and they said it was pretty nice and warm, so I don't see anybody swimming off that dock today. I don't think the water temperature is probably that much colder. It's just that the air temperature now is a lot cooler. Weeds. Let's get out of those. I don't want to be doing another video on pulling weeds out of the grate. So that's the lock just up there. And as I was saying to the guys a bit earlier, in the beginning of the season, I was the very first guy, the very first boat on this whole lake system to go through that lock when the lock had opened up. And they didn't know how to charge then. There's a fee to go through the lock, but back then they didn't know how to charge because of COVID, so it was all free that day. I think they've got that figured out now, but I was the very first guy through in the spring, through the lock here at Fort Carling. Very first boat. Okay, here comes the charge. 17 bucks, and that's both ways.
Yes.
And I keep this on the way back. Okay. September 11th. I take this same video every time I come through here. I just kind of like it. Canada flag draped over his boathouse. And not only that, it's on both sides. Over on the other side. And there it is as well. Top end of Lake Rosseau, and this is our fuel stop for the day. How much is it, Peter?
$1.69.
Premium?
Mid-grade.
Mid-grade? $1.69. Business slowed up a little bit yet, or not yet?
Oh yeah. It's been,
Yeah.
actually pretty slow for the most part all season.
How are the toes?
Frozen. Frozen, man. Yeah.
You and I are the only guys who've got the bare toes.
Oh. I should have known.
No, I thought when you guys came out towards me, I was going to get kicked off and cut the
Well, actually, that was really quick today. 8 Seadoos filled up in 20 minutes, half an hour. Not bad. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to get the drone in the air or not. I brought the Mavic Mini, but may not get a chance to get it in the air today. It's tough to get that thing up in the air when you're riding with a group. Just not enough time to get it all together. Okay, I think this is going to be our lunch spot. I think Andrew said it was called Red Leaf. And I think this is the Marriott Hotel on Lake Muskoka. Okay, that's the beef burger at the Marriott.
It's like $120.
Fries are a little different. Yeah, like chips. There's another beef burger. Chicken burger.
Chicken burger, yeah.
Chicken burger.
I went with the pizza salad.
Oh, pizza guys. Actually, the pizzas look really good. And I can't think of a better place to have had lunch. Good pick, Andrew. Good pick. Nice spot. I love this spot. Look at the view you get from here. That's Lake Rosseau, by the way, right out there. Well, as the guys were finishing up their lunch, I went down onto the dock and put the little Mavic Mini up in the air and decided to give you some drone shots of this JW Marriott Resort and Spa. This is probably the biggest hotel and spa complex in Muskoka country. It's set up on a granite bluff which is overlooking Lake Rosseau. It's not cheap to stay here. I think rooms run from about $600 and go up from there. So nice spot though, and some great views of Lake Rosseau. We've had a float plane come in here since we went for lunch. And they do Seadoo rentals out of here as well. All right, that's lunch. We're gonna pack up, get ready to head out of the Marriott Rosseau, head back out onto Rosseau Lake, make our way back down the Muskoka Lake system. It's a fair-sized marina. They're already starting to pull boats out. Okay, it really gets narrow here. I hope Andrew knows where he's going. We're gonna have 8 Seadoos trying to turn around here in a minute. Well, that little run just took us up to a little lake called Portage Lake. Small little lake. So we just whipped around the lake and now we're going back down through. Back at the port, Carling Lock on the return trip. It's 3:45. The lock shuts down at 4:15 for the day, so we made it with lots of time. Gorgeous flower baskets. Nice. Oh, Greg's always got to be in front. Just cut right in front of me there.
It works every time.
Yep. If I don't get fuel, I'll be walking back. And I see nobody's carrying fuel today. Quick little pit stop at Turtle Jack's for a drink, and some guys had some dessert. Time to head back on the machines, make our way back to Gravenhurst, from where we began. Don't need that hanging in the water. It's just beautiful out here. 5 o'clock, sun's just starting to get a little lower in the sky. It's what they call magic hour for light. Well, I just did my final fill up of gas, $1.76 a liter here. So I just put 30 bucks in. That gave me 3 bars on the Seadoo. I was right down to 0 bars. Now I've got 3 bars. That should just about get me back to where I need to get back to. So that's gonna do it, guys, for another Yukon Bob video. Thanks for coming along on the waters of Lake Muskoka, Lake Rosseau, Lake Joseph. Did them all today. And been great riding with the Seadoo Tour riding group again. We will see you guys on the next Yukon Bob video. Till then, stay safe. See you soon.